Hello, Jamie here, and I'm joined with Jeanette from Jcraft, as you all know. And today I thought we would sneak on and give you a little idea of what you could be creating with our brand new Crafty Concoctions collection that is now available at Jcraft.
Yeah, and they are just fantastic. We've seen them firsthand, we've played with them, and we've just been so lucky to be here in Jamieland.
Jamieland, I love this. It reminds me of Disneyland. I'm very impressed by this. I think we might need to get a sign for out the front of the building.
Jamieland.
Now, these products are going to be available from your website, aren't they?
Absolutely. www.jcraft.com.au.
Very good, very good. So let's take you through them and show you what these are. So this is Crafty Concoctions, a brand new brand available now from Creative Expressions. And this is our way of putting the power in your hands for you to make concoctions and pastes and potions that suit your project. So we are bringing you, let's start off with the sparkly bit, shall we? We are bringing you 10 new glitters. This is the Atomics Glitter Collection. Now these are absolutely gorgeous. There is multi-shard sizes through every single one of these. And as you look at them, you may notice that the colours change as the light reflects off of them. So in this one, for instance, we've got these beautiful teals and these beautiful purples. So 10 different options in the Atomics Glitter Collection, all now available from Jcraft. And as you can see, we have gone from some really lovely soft colours right the way up to the intense ones. And these are colours that are going to take you through the whole year. Then on top of that, we've got our brand new ChromaLab inks. There are 12 of these, and these cover a whole colour palette that's going to take you once again through every occasion you could possibly be thinking of, including true essentials like white and black. But we've introduced you to the glitter, we've introduced you to the inks. What are we going to do with these? Other than using them as glitters, other than using them as watercolour inks, let's get creative, let's start mixing. So we bring you 4 bodies to put these into, 4 vehicles to carry this sparkle, to carry this colour, and to create your very own brand new, unique to you texture pastes. So here we have Blendite clear texture paste, so a true clear texture paste that you can add in colour, add in sparkle, just add in colour, just add in sparkle, but keep it as a plain, transparent effect texture paste. Then we look at our micro granite pastes. Now these are rather exciting. We have a white shard and we have a clear shard. And the shard is the textural part. It's like a sand particle that's running through this clear texture paste, but with white sort of sand in it, or white shards and clear shards. So not only now are we building up a different colourway and a different option, we're building up texture to go alongside it. And then lastly, I think we've got Jeanette's favourite.
My favourite, yeah, absolutely. It is stunning. You are just going to love this one.
We have the sparkly one. Now this one is our Opilion, and this is Opti Gold. So it's got a lovely golden shimmer to it. But as we spoke about them, should we have a little play with them?
I think so. But before we do, I think these ones should be the Jcraft trio colours.
That does work.
Yeah,
that does work.
It does work.
So should we play with these ones to begin with?
I think that's our colours.
We obviously planned this.
I think you did.
As Creative Expressions, we've sat around and we've like Jcraft are coming to visit. Yeah. Let's make sure we have got the glitter palette to match them. So if we're going for true Jcraft, shall we start off with your favourite pick from the texture base? So we're going to dig into this and we're going to hook some of this out just with a palette knife, and we're going to use one of our blending mats to work on here, and we're going to make 3 little piles. They might be a bit close, but we'll roll with it. We'll see how we get on.
So smooth and creamy, it's just yum.
And we'll start at this top one then, and we'll bring in the pink. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick our colour. Should we go with this one? We'll stick to that pink body, and we're just going to bring in just 1 dot. So on each of these bottles, you've got like a pipette style nozzle, so you can go in and you can just do 1 little droplet if that's what you would like to do. Now these being watercolour inks, not only can we mix them into our texture paste, we could put them out onto a palette and we can paint with them. We can get as creative as we wish to with these. But when we actually start adding them into our texture pastes, suddenly what we've created is a brand new sparkly texture paste. Now I might add in just a little bit more glitter to this one.
That reminds me of sherbet dip on an ice cream.
Oh, now you're talking. I'm up for that. And I think we're going to mix in a little bit more texture paste, just so we've got a small bit more to go through our stencil. And we're going to bring in one of our butterfly stencils for this. So So our butterfly stencil I've gone with, I can never remember the names. It will come to me in a moment. Formation, this one.
Okay.
And this one. Do you know this? Our butterfly stencils, there are 3 stencils and they match our elegant butterfly die set. So it all coordinates throughout the whole set. Okay. So we'll start off and we'll pick a couple of lines.
I have the one that goes, the swirl butterfly. I've forgotten the name of that one too.
The diagonal one.
And now it kind of goes over, it goes in a wavy, I'll have to look and check, but
I have no memory. Can you tell it's gone from my mind too?
Sparkly butterflies are just the best. Anyway, doesn't matter what shape they are.
No, not at all. So we'll add in our first colour and we'll bring that down. Now, shall we have a little sneaky at what we've created? Already, from our 3 ingredients, we've started to create our first texture paste and our first version. Now, obviously, if you were doing this at home, don't go moving it, don't go lifting it, don't go changing it. You would stick with it as it is. But we're going to move on and we're going to bring in our next colour because I'd like to show you all 3 of our shades that we're going to be working with. So we're going to go back in and we're going to hook out once again some more of our Opti Gold. And we're going to take that and place it back down onto our next blending mat. And then should we go for the tealy one next?
I think so. That's my granddaughter's favourite colour.
This is gorgeous. It just reminds me of unicorns.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a true unicorn colour, isn't it? Now we can mix this in. We could keep this one as it is. We don't have to add in any ink if we don't wish to. And this is what this whole kind of brand, this Crafty Concoctions world that we're now moving into, gives you. It gives you the freedom to just start and play with a couple of items. But if you want, start mixing in more and get more and more creative and build up your confidence with experimenting and creating new colours.
That's just beautiful.
Now, what's this one? Is this our lovely blue? Should we add in a little blob of blue to this one?
You do like your blue, Jamie, don't you?
I do like my blue. I am a bit of a blue fan. Whenever it can come into my craftiness, it's there. So I'll add in a base of blue. And this will just go in here. You're still going to keep that lovely mica finish that's coming through from the Opti Gold paste. We're still going to see those shards of glitter. And this is something I think we often forget. Glitter shards aren't going to be dyed a new colour. They're just going to stay there in the original colour they are. It's just that we're colouring the medium that is around them. So we're colouring the texture paste blue. We're not colouring the glitter blue. So we're just creating new shades, new effects. We'll take that and we'll place that through the top there. We'll aim to do a couple of rows of this one as well if we've mixed enough. But already we can start to see how we can build up our backgrounds. We can take this into all of our different types of craft, whether it's home decor, whether it's card making, whether it's scrapbooking, mixed media, journaling. It can be whatever you wish to be creating, but it's giving you the ability to make and create your very own bespoke creations. Now, what happens if I make too much? Do not fear. You can either pop it into one of our handy storage pots that we have available from Crafty Concoctions, or if you don't have those to hand, do not fear, you can just pop it into a grip seal bag. As long as it's airtight, there is no reason why you can't come back to this at a later date. The products are all water-based too, so if you wish to, and this is a really lovely idea, you could be taking this texture paste, you could water this down and actually be painting with it to be given that beautiful, yeah, absolutely, because they're water-based. If we wanted. So let's do this. We'll do it over on one side here. And I say this, I haven't got a paintbrush. So I'll just see if I can get one out of my trolley. Lovely, thank you. So if we go in and get a paintbrush, we can mix this down. We could dilute that slightly further. And then we'll go off on a tangent. We said we'll do a very quick video. And I have a feeling we could be here for hours. But if we take that, we dilute it right the way down.
Oh, wow. Just
now
look at that
suddenly,
shimmer.
We have got a shimmery glaze, haven't we? Now this could be being done over all of your pattern papers. So if you've got some of those beautiful patterned papers that you stock at Jcraft and you would like to add just a small shimmer and colour to them, this could be a really subtle way to do it.
Or even some of the old ones that you don't like anymore, give them a new lease of life.
That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it?
Especially vintage.
If they're a little bit plain and a little bit lackluster and you want to just spice them up a little, this could be the way to do it. Or I often confess this, I'm not very good at colouring. I kind of like a 2-year-old. There's no lying about it. We all have our limits. We all do some things good and some things bad. That's fine. but I spend my whole time trying to find ways to disguise my colouring and to make it look better. This is the perfect way to do that. I could colour with alcohol markers, and then if I'm not overly happy with it and I just want to distract the eye, I just want to add that little shimmer in, I could paint this over the top, and we've got that beautiful glazed effect, that lovely soft gold coming through, that when this is dry is just going to hit the light and give you a lovely finish to it. Now we're doing this of course with the Opilion paste, but you could be doing this with the clear one to add a glaze, just a clear glaze, or we could even do this with the shards as well. We could have a white shard sit on the top of that, or even a clear shard, and again create a texture to it.
Brilliant.
So we need to finish this stencil off, so let's bring in our lovely purple from our glitters, and I feel like we should possibly try and find the purpley ink here. Now I'm going to be honest with you viewers, we are so early at looking at this that these products haven't even yet arrived here, so we're using the unlabeled ones. So let's just say, oh, that was a good guess, purple. We're on purple. So we're adding just a very small, that's a very intense purple, so I really don't want to add too much, but I can come back and add more. And this is something to always remember when you're making your concoctions. Start with a little bit. We can add, we can't necessarily take away. It's easier to add more to it than to try and water it down or stretch it out further, or add any other elements to that concoction.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Now, each one of these that we've done, we've stuck with just 3 components. We've gone for 1 glitter, 1 texture paste, and 1 ink. But don't feel at home you have to stop at 3. You might wish to add in 2 glitters. You might wish to add in a couple of colours of ink. You might wish to add in multiple texture paste so that you end up with that shard and that glittery finish to it. There is no right or wrong here to what you're doing. And the worst comes to the worst. If you create something and you don't like it, then just remove it from where you are. So I don't know if we've made quite enough of this. We might have. We might be able to stretch it just out. There we go. That wasn't too bad, was it? We'll take the colour, just off of the excess across here. We'll have a little look at what we've created, shall we?
Stunning.
So that's not too bad, is it? We've got our trio of shades running through these with all of our different glitters coming through in them. Can you see those different glitters shimmer? Now, of course, we've added in colour to them. But what we are seeing is the different colours, glitters, shine through.
Yeah, I love this where it's kind of blended in together, the 2 different ones. How stunning is that?
And as I mentioned, if you do it and you don't like it, do not fear. Come in and remove it. And I say this because if you take it away, you've now got that product back. And if you don't like that colour and it's gone down and you're not too keen on it, do not fear. Take away the next colour as well, because we can take this back to the mat the whole time this is wet, and we can remix this into a brand new concoction. So nothing is lost. Every single penny of your crafty goodness can come back in and be remixed and reworked. So you can't do this wrong. We all say this, don't we, as crafters? What happens when it goes wrong? What do I do if I don't like it? How can I get more value for money out of a product? Don't fear. With Crafty Concoctions, just remove it. Even the piece of card that we was working on, if we're not happy with a piece of card, or we've kind of marked the card, if we go back to this one, and we can see here that we've marked this side. Now, you might like that. You might be into your mixed media. You might be able to build up on top of that. You might want to bring back in the same stencil and do it and create a shadow. You might want to stamp a script over it and go really sort of worn and vintage. If that isn't your cup of tea, turn the piece of card over once that side is dry, and then we've lost absolutely nothing. We've got the card again, and we've got the product that we put down already. So we've got all of that value for money coming right back to being able to being created in another product in another way. Now we've got a new mix here, but before we go on to that mix, I wanted to show you something different with this concoction set. So if we go for this one, this is the white shards, and we're going to find ourselves a palette knife once again, and we're going to hook out some of this onto our blending mats. I love these blending mats because they're just so easy to keep clean and use. And we were talking about this earlier, wasn't we? We can stamp on these, we can emboss with these, we can do so many different techniques with the mat itself that actually just using them to mix on is kind of a secondary use really, but we'll stick with it. We'll use them for that.
And you can put all the different ones on your workspace because they're not too big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like this, we can go back to them, we can miss them. We're just for speed on a video, we're just going to keep moving forward through them, but there's no reason why we couldn't go back to them if we wanted. So with this one, let's bring in all 3 of our Jcraft colours, and this time we'll mix these together inside that white shard texture paste and see what we create. So once again, when we talk of mixing glitters, and this is something I feel we sometimes forget because we're used to mixing liquids, and when we mix liquids we end up potentially with a new shade, but sometimes that awful thing can happen where we kind of end up with a dirty colour that we didn't really like, for instance. With glitter, these are separate particles, they can't mix, they're going to sit side by side, so there is no fear that you're going to end up with a muddied effect. We're just going to end up with a multicolour effect. So let's dig in and find another stencil.
That is stunning.
Doesn't this look like unicorns?
Yeah,
now?
absolutely.
This is like all of Jcraft coming together.
Cupcakes.
I feel we should bottle this and call this Jcraft's texture
I
paste.
think we should, yeah.
Yes. But you are right, it does give party confetti style vibes, doesn't it?
In balloons.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, balloon stencils, balloon stamps.
Yes. I have a feeling there might be a perfect collection soon coming to go with that as well, actually, without giving too much away. But yes, birthdays are a very important part of the crafty world that we need to make sure we have covered. And yes, I can see exactly what you mean. This could be confetti at a wedding, though.
Oh, it could. Yes.
That could be kind of nice, couldn't it? Party sprinkles. We'll take that one away.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
So that's if we was to take 3 colours of the glitters and mix them together. And we went for 3, kind of in the same colour family. So if you start feeling about bringing in these nice bold shades with them as well, the different things you're going to be able to create with those colours being mixed in could really intensify the mix and give you a different version completely.
Beautiful.
And then have we got time for one more before we let you go?
Oh, I think so.
One more little technique, and we're going to stick with the same palette knife for speed. I think in case I can find another one, we've done more than I thought we would. We'll stick with it, do not fear. We will dig in and we will take some more of this lovely opilion out.
Yeah, definitely my favourite. The others are gorgeous, but I just love the little bit of gold.
This time, we'll go for this darker shade of our glitters. So we'll tip in some of this and we will give that a little mix to begin with, just so we can see what we've already created here, so that you can see where we're at. And then we're going to take this and we're going to place just a small amount of it down here on a piece of black card, just so we can see the difference of where we're aiming to go here. So we'll take this and we're going to place it down. So again, we're very transparent in what we're creating. If we was to build that up, we're still going to be relatively transparent. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to bring in some of our white of our ink and we're going to place this into this mix. And then we're going to pick a colour. Let's go for this one here. So we're now up to our glitter, our texture paste, and then 2 colours of ink. And this time we're going to mix this together and see what we can create. So we're going to get this lovely burnt orange colour scheme going on here. And we can be as messy as we wish because we're working on a tablecloth, so it doesn't matter too much if we go over a blending mat. And mix all of that through.
So it looks really dark, the ink colour, when you put it on, but then when you start to mix it with the white, it goes quite soft.
So the white is going to completely transform this for us. So if we grab into and find another stencil, and we'll go for these 2, we'll bring that into the black here. And we'll take that and put it just through on a small bit down here. We can see that by adding in that white core, we now have a completely different mix to our stenciled effect. But again, we can still use this mix on white and end up with a different version as well. So whether you choose to mix 1 colour of ink, 2 colours of ink, 1 colour of glitter, 2 colours of glitter, 3 colours of glitter, whether you stick to 1 texture base, 2 texture base, 3 texture base, the choice is yours. Crafty Concoctions is available from Jcraft to give you the opportunity to be able to explore and play and create, and also potentially save yourself a few pennies, because instead of bringing you a texture paste in 10 different colours, there will only ever be a texture paste in 10 different colours. We're going to bring you this set of ingredients for you to make your own recipes. And what's really exciting about this whole Crafty Concoctions brand is that it's going to be available to you through Jcraft.
Yep, www.jcraft.com.au. And how wonderful was this? We're very special, been very special, privileged. Yeah, now I'm all tongue-tied, but that's okay. It's been a fabulous day, and can't thank Jamie and Pete enough for having us here today and being privy to a new release before it's even out there. So thank
yeah,
you.
We've been cheeky and we've filmed this in advance, ready for when Crafty Concoctions arrives with you guys, so you will now be able to get on board and get your orders in and support Jeanette and the amazing team at Jcraft. It's been a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you, Jamie.
It's been a pleasure
wonderful
to play and craft.
Absolutely wonderful. No, thank you. Thank you both. It's brilliant.
And thank you all for tuning into today's video to see a little sneaky of what you could be creating with Crafty Concoctions with us.
Bye for now.